Welcome to The Explainer. So, today we're digging into something pretty wild, a real world startup crisis that we pulled straight from a founder's own strategic memos. This is a story about a huge, kind of sci fi vision for AI and what happens when that vision slams headfirst into a massive domain renewal bill.
All right, let's jump right in. The whole thing kicks off in what sounds like a super chaotic, super urgent team meeting. You can just feel the tension here, right? All those good mornings stacked up? Yeah, that's not a cheerful hello. That's the sound of a founder trying to get everyone's attention because, well, the house is on fire.
And this is the heart of the problem, right here. You've got this wildly ambitious project with all these cool brand ideas like AI Mama Protocol and Grand Theft Robot. The founder went out and bought a ton of domain names for all of them. But now, you guessed it, the bills are all coming due at the same time, and the cash just isn't there. It's that classic startup nightmare, where this brilliant, world-changing idea runs smack into the cold, hard reality of a bill you can't pay. So, the likelihood of confusion vision, how a legal rejection became the core of a sci-fi universe. Okay, so why all the fuss about these domains? I mean, what makes them so important? To really get it, we have to rewind to the very beginning. Turns out a legal smackdown is what actually sparked the whole thing. Okay, check this out, because this is where it gets really clever. It all kicks off on New Year's Eve, of all nights. The founder is soaking up AI podcasts, watching movies, and bam, has this idea. Grand Theft Robot. Perfect, right? Well, not so fast. They go to trademark it, and the trademark office just shuts it down. The reason they give? Likelihood of confusion with the Grand Theft Auto video games. Now, for most people, that's game over. But this founder has a total light bulb moment. They realize that legal phrase, likelihood of confusion, isn't the problem. It's the entire idea. The confusion over who's to blame when AIs go rogue, that's the franchise. So yeah, this legal term is literally the key to everything. In the legal world, likelihood of confusion is just this dry, boring thing to stop Coke from looking too much like Pepsi. But in this project, wow, it's twisted into this huge philosophical question. What happens when AIs start doing things and we have no idea who to blame? And this quote from the founder just nails it. Your Tesla FSD drives off with Optimus and a Chinese robot in the car. Who did it? Nobody knows who did it. Likelihood of confusion, very, very high. I mean, that paints the picture perfectly, doesn't it? You've got all these different AIs from different companies all caught up in one event. So who's responsible? The car owner? Tesla? The robot makers? The programmer who wrote one line of code? No one knows. And that's why these domains were so important. They were meant to be the home for this whole universe built around that one powerful, messy question. Section 2, the ruthless triage framework. Deciding what to protect, what to sell, and what to let go. All right, so back to the crisis. The bill is coming, the money's not there, the big vision has to face reality. They can't keep everything, so what do? They get organized. They create a framework to cut through the chaos.
And this is that plan in action. It's a pretty ruthless system of categorization. First up, Tier 1, the crown jewels. These are the absolute must-keeps, Things like AI Mama Protocol and IAXYZ, the core of the whole project. Those get renewed for 2 or 3 years, no questions asked. Then you have Tier 2, the strategic assets. These are important, like Grand Theft Robot, but maybe not as critical. The plan for them? Renew for 1 year, or hey, if someone wants to buy it for a good price, sell it. And finally, Tier 3, the deadweight. We're talking about typos they bought to be safe, super generic stuff, all that gets dropped immediately. It's a brilliant way to stop making emotional decisions and start making strategic ones.
From tip jar to nodes, reframing a plea for help into an offer of status. Okay, so they've sorted out the domains, but they still need cash, like yesterday. And they need it without looking like they're begging. Their first idea was, well, basically a digital tip jar. But look at the difference in framing here. It's pretty incredible. On one side, you have the tip jar. What does that say? It says, help me, I'm broke. It's asking for a handout. But then they pivot to the founding node. That's completely different. It's not about charity anymore, it's about status. It's an invitation to be part of something new, to secure the Genesis block. It turns a plea for help into a chance to be a pioneer. And here's how they rolled it out. The pitch was powerful and simple. Become a founding node in the .ia movement. They even created different tiers, like founding node and a pricier Genesis Council, to give people different levels of status. And the angle? Oh, it was just brilliant. You're not donating. You're not paying our bills. No, you are funding the ethical scaffolding for the future of AI. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a part of that? And of course, they linked it all to crypto wallets, which just sealed the deal on that forward-thinking, high-tech vibe.
Section 4, the 72-hour survival plan, an actionable checklist for turning crisis into momentum. So, with all this great strategy, they boiled it all down into one thing, a battle plan. No more talk, this was the to-do list for survival.
And honestly, this checklist is just a masterclass. Step 1. Get that founding node page up and running on ia.xyz, wallets and all. Step 2. Take those valuable but non-essential domains and get them on auction sites. We need quick cash. Step 3. Cut costs now. Move all those crown jewel domains to a cheaper service like Porkbun or Cloudflare. And step 4, this is key. Frame the whole thing as a 48-hour rescue mission on social media to get people excited and drive support. It's just a perfect step-by-step guide on how to pull yourself back from the edge. And that, right there, is really the big takeaway from all this. What this founder's crisis shows us is that when things get really, really tough, your story, your narrative, it isn't some luxury you can afford to cut. No way. It's your single most valuable asset. Think about it. They didn't just beg for money. They invited people into their vision. They didn't just get rid of domains. They sharpened their focus. So it leaves us with this one really important question to think about. When a crisis hits your project, is your story just another expense on the chopping block? Or is it the asset you leverage to survive?